Facing charges for marrying 3 Florida women in 3 different counties at the same time. Tonight, those women are speaking out, saying the system that handles marriage licenses kept them in the dark.
Let's get down to the smoke.
Facing charges for marrying 3 Florida women in 3 different counties at the same time. Tonight, those women are speaking out, saying the system that handles marriage licenses kept them in the dark.
There are no safeguards, and that I feel like that's part of where the system failed.
He took each one of us to a county over to get married in.
If the counties did talk, that would have saved me a lot of heartache, a lot of money, a lot of stress.
I-Team investigator Adam Walser breaks down how this could happen at a time when online records can be viewed with a few clicks of a mouse.
You can't be looking at the government to safeguard your heart. What are we talking about? It's your heart. Let me tell y'all something, man. Stop making excuses for the mistakes that you make. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? If you are the one that's in control of your own emotions, why are you blaming the government? Maybe you should just, you know what I'm saying? It seems like maybe they rushed into shit. I don't know. I don't want to assume yet, but let's just continue. You know what I'm saying? There must be a theme here.
A wedding usually signifies a lifetime commitment between 2 people embarking on life's journey. But these 3 Florida women learned they were on the same journey with Henry Betsy Jr. at the same time. This is Henry's mugshot, which is the most recent and clear picture we have of him. Michelle married Henry in Hernando County in November 2022.
I met him on Match.com. We met in early November.
How soon did you marry Henry?
It was very short. It was very soon. It was within about 3 weeks span.
Henry was still married to...
You met him on a dating site. You got married in 3 weeks. What kind? That does not make no sense. 1 + 1 can't equal 3. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it does. I don't know. Clearly, she's from the Pepsi generation. You know what I'm saying? She's not an old school Coca-Cola classic, because I don't understand that. How do you meet somebody and in 3 weeks get married? That means they must have met and started knocking it down immediately, which always equals to bad mathematics. I'm sorry. I'm just throwing it out there. God damn.
Brandy, who married him in Manatee County that February. Brandy asked us not to show her face to protect her job.
I met him on a dating app. The first time I'd ever got on a dating app. He said all the right things.
When Brandy married Henry, he was still married to...
First of all, you know she's lying. That is not her first time on no dating app, not one time ever. You know what I'm saying? Second of all, he said all the right things. What is he supposed to do on a dating app? Of course, I'm a habitual player. Come on, hell no. Everything that's spoken on a dating app is nothing but facade and lies. I hope you understand. I hope you know it. 99% of it.
Tanya, who obtained a marriage license in Gadsden County in November 2020. Tanya asked us to blur her face because she's a domestic violence survivor.
You know, meeting him on a dating site and the way he portrayed himself, he sold the perfect person when in reality he was none of those things.
All right, Mr. Betsy, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to me.
There's got to be more in it than just love. I'm not convinced that he just likes Becky's that much that he's going to marry him. Because in a different country, this ain't illegal now. If he wants to marry off all 3 of them, go right ahead if you got the means to do it now. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to find out exactly how this plays out because I feel like there's more to the story. You know what I'm saying? He seems like he's up to something, y'all.
The testimony you're giving the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Yes, sir.
Michelle gave us cell phone videos of court hearings. Henry Betsy Jr. was arrested for felony bigamy last year after Tanya figured out she wasn't his only wife.
I just started county by county putting his name in, and that's when I came up with the marriage to Michelle and the marriage to Brandy.
She found me and she messaged me, and I had no idea that she was actually still married to him.
I'm just looking because it's so bizarre. We never get discharged.
The wives say marrying Henry was easy.
You go to the records division, you apply for a marriage license, they take your information, they take a copy of your photo ID, and we got married right there at the courthouse. No questions asked. There was nothing that was flagged in the system for him having already 2 prior open marriage license.
I did the paperwork.
Let me tell y'all something, right? You want to go get married without the wedding, you want to rush into shit, that's your problem. Why are you rushing into anything? That's vulnerability. Never get into a relationship when you're vulnerable. Never give out no nookie when you're vulnerable. Because the pool tag will make you think, you know what I'm saying, all kind of ways. No different than a player coming out of the situation. You know what I'm talking about? So you really got to guard yourself when you coming out of a situation where, you know what I mean, you're vulnerable because the wolves are out there. You know what I'm saying? yeah. But there's still more to the story.
Another dating site while he was still legally married to them.
Looking for a beautiful woman that understands the ups and downs of life, is trustworthy, and no games.
His wives say they later came to believe their marriages had more to do with money than love.
The day we got married, he was like, well, we need to make your bank account a joint bank account.
We were either divorced or about to be divorced, maybe coming into something.
Child support, alimony.
3 Beckys, all dating sites, all divorcees. Now y'all got to tell me something, man. The way I see it, they should have been safeguarding their emotions than blaming the brother. That's just my opinion. Now, as the brother just conniving and using, and it's morally wrong. Yes, it's morally wrong. But can they have been prevented? I believe so. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Because in certain countries, what he did is not illegal. What is wrong is they don't know about each other. And he was taking their money. I don't mean to laugh, but y'all got to be more careful with y'all hearts. You know what I'm talking about? But as always, let me know what country, what state, what province, what street corner, what pet house you checking in from, because we worldwide, baby, and it's nothing but love.